Verse 16. Slack you.
Love.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Yeah, the so-called white man, starting with the elites, them 13 banking families that's running everything on the earth. He calls of all, small and great. Those are small in society and great in society. Those that don't have status and those that have status. All right?
It says rich and poor.
Rich and poor, those are rich and the so-called wealthy. Your Bill Gates, your Warren Buffetts. All right? Down to these celebrities that so-called billionaires on down. All right, go ahead.
It says free and bond.
Those that are free walking about and those that's in the prison systems. All right?
Go back.
The prisoners.
It says to
Perfect example, some years back, 2012, 2012, I believe. The prisoners, if you get caught if you get locked up and you was going through the bookings or whatever, they was making you get retina scans. All right, in order for you to get your paperwork to go through, or else you might spend a couple of more days in there, man. Go ahead.
It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, corrupt, cutting in the right hand on the foreheads, because cutting in with the syringe is gonna push the chip through.
It says that no man might buy or sell.
So it's showing it's gonna be a device that you have to use to buy or sell. No one's gonna be able to buy or sell without that charagma. It's showing you're not gonna be able to function without it. Without the cutting in.
Right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast.
Or the name of the beast, all right? So that number and the name is it goes with the charagma. That's the scanning of the information. With that the mark has, that the chip has, because whoever has it, it has to process information. Or what's your current location? What is your health records? What is your total? What's your balance? What do you owe? So-called taxes. All of that stuff has to be. That data has to be that information has to be instant. So that number goes with it.
Okay. It says, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast.
Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. All right. So the number, you don't have to go into it'll be crazy going into that number, explaining what the number is, man. We gotta just look, man. It's a coding system with the chip. The process information quick, all right? It has to be done fast. So that's why that number is like that programming.
It says, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6.
603 score 6. 666. All right? So that's it. The charagma is a chip. And the number is the coding system, okay? Programming.
Yeah, and we're moving towards that chip through the CDC, and through money going from a physical currency to a digital one. All right. I thought I just had it. I'm thinking the whole time. This is a quick precept. This is Revelations 3 in verse 10. Okay. It said to 11 says, Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
The elect, Lord willing, we elect, we being patient, patient meaning to suffer, we'll be kept from the hour of temptation during the time of martial law, when people's backs is against the wall, because they don't believe in the Most High, they don't have faith in the Most High. The Lord is going to protect us.
Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
I'll come upon the world to try them, that test them, that dwell upon the earth. All right. The elect is going to be as gold and silver, right? So we catching hell right now. All right. So we don't have to suffer what the world is going to go through.
Yeah, because this thing's gonna come down upon the whole world. It's not gonna be just subject to America.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why all these different countries should talk is what? Going digital.
That's right. Even can I just go back to this real quick to bring up this point on this is in Revelation 13 and 14. So we go to the Greek word to deceive, deceiveth. It take you to Strong's 4105. The word there in the Greek is planeo, right? Hold on, let me turn the volume up, Salakia. Planao. So, the word planao means to cause to stray, to lead astray, lead aside from the right way, to go astray, wander. And then it says, metaphorically, to lead away from the truth, to lead into error, to deceive, to be led into error. So when it says to, he calls it up to, well, let me go back to it. When it says, and deceive it, them that dwell on the earth, now we know what deceive means. It doesn't actually just means to, to lie to a person. It really means to cause a person to go astray. So the word deceiveth means to lead somebody to sin. Because the mark of the beast is a sin, but it's not sin. It's a particular sin, which is, taking up the microchip. Because now it is a sin, but it's not it's not sin itself. So it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Now miracles simply just mean wonders.
Yeah.
And it says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and they live. Now that beast is referencing towards the ancient Roman Empire, which today is now NATO and the EU. NATO will be the military force, and the EU is the monetary force. And you got down 15?
Yeah, and you mentioned miracles up and up. That's just this technology. Some of his miracles is his technology too.
Yeah, because when you look up the word, because when you read on, it's gonna say the word wonders, and the word wonders and the word miracle share the same Greek word. So when it says miracles, it's talking about great wonders, meaning what's gonna come is gonna be a great wonder. That's why it says miracles, because this is the first time the world is gonna be exposed to this sort of technology. Like, such as the nuclear missiles, because we never really entered into a nuclear war, and in the same time with mass chipping. So that's why it's going to be a great wonder, because for a person to make purchases, they're going to have these devices implanted within their skin. So it's going to be a great wonder. So people are going to marvel at it. And it says, which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb by a sword, and they lived. And that womb was a womb to the ancient Roman Empire. But what happened was the ancient Roman Empire was resurrected, and it came back into power. And we live in right now in the extension of ancient Rome. And it says he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause. Now, what's the image? The image is the format of ancient Rome. Because when you have an image, you have a structure. And America's structure is formatted after ancient Rome. That's why it says the image. Because America is of ancient Rome. And it says, and have power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship or pay homage. Worship means to pay homage or bow down to it. And it said not to worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if he doesn't conform to this new structure or this new format, what's gonna be next? The death penalty. So if you don't conform to the MOTB, what's gonna happen? A lot of believers is gonna be sentenced to the death penalty.
I got a precept.
Oh, you skipped that right up here, right? Okay, don't worry.
No, read. You go to it. You go to it.
And this is Revelation 13:13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Now, when you look at that word wonders, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up, right? We'll type in wonders. Because you know what? When people see words, they get thrown off. So look at the word wonders. The word there for wonders is G4592.
What?
And hold on, let me close this.
I got a precept too to back that up once you're done.
I'm gonna play
Strong's G 4592. Semaya. Semaya.
I'm saying the playing backward. But the word there is in the Greek shemaion. Now that's for wonders, right? Now let's go to the word miracle. Let's see what word they put there for the miracles in the Greek. There we go.
Semaya.
So the same word for miracles and the same word that we have for wonders is the same thing. So in verse, what verse is that? I believe is 14, right? So the word in verse 14, they put the word miracles. They could have put the word wonders if they wanted to, because wonders and miracles is interchangeable. So it says, and deceiving them that go on the earth by the means of those miracles or wonders which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So something that is wondrous is something that people admonishment. It's something new. Okay.
I got a precept. Malak, you got something first? Okay. Yeah, so this is the book of Daniel 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And knowledge is being increased right now, all right? They're gonna package that MOTB to the dummies that get it. You don't gotta have a bulky wallet no more. You don't gotta lose your money no more. You don't gotta worry about being pickpocketed. You know, you could just scan that thing to get in your house and everything, man. This eliminates a lot of hassles. Things is done instantly now. All right?
That Malak.
Ezekiel 28, verse 3. For they are wiser than Daniel.
Yeah, so so-called white man has become wiser than Daniel. All right? With his miracles, his technology, man. His so-called wisdom.
Says, behold, they are wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee.
So there's no secret that they can hide, man. They're being exposed on different time zones, man, all throughout, man. So you got brothers all around the world, all right, and whistleblowers among them that's constantly bombarding the
I'm talking about Esau.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Esau. There's no secret to be had from Esau.
Yeah.
Because Esau check out everything. You know, so that's why it's saying Esau is wiser than, in these times he's wiser than Daniel. And it's talking about Daniel of that time. Because Daniel at that time considered to be a wise man. Right. But in these times, Esau could bring back time. You know, because how he's able to do that, you know, through technology. Like this video could be uploaded and somebody can watch it a week later. It's a week later from when we recorded. That's bringing back time. So Esau have the knowledge to do certain things that was never thought of. Like the Median Persian Empire was never able to do that. The Babylonians was never able to do it. Esau could do it now in his last leg of Rome. So it said there's no secret that can be hidden from him. Because Esau could tell you how many different species of mosquitoes there are out there. How many different types of species of monkeys. Esau look into everything. But Esau, he'll be considered a wise fool. Read that again.
Back in Ezekiel 28, verse 3, behold, though wiser than Daniel.
The reason we're able to do this is through technology. Because now we can communicate to brothers from different states, different countries, different islands, through the internet. To what? To wisdom. So, but through that wisdom, Esau becomes prideful. So he think he can outsmart the Most High now. Because he was given all this information on technology. But the Most High held back a lot of information too. It was just to play with Esau's mind. Because wisdom comes from the Most High. And the Most High gave it to Esau. So that way he become proudful, but at the same time take him down. Because the same nuclear technology that was given to Esau, the Most High is going to use that to take him down. Is that?
Behold, they are wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee.
So, and the word secret, when you look it up, it means set apart. Because you have things you know, you have things you don't know. And the things that you don't know is what's set apart. Because you have to figure it out. And there's a lot of things that Esau didn't know, but he figured it out through the Spirit of the Lord. And the Most High gave it to him. There's a lot of information. Like Esau, he's able to like figure out certain things because the Most High is speeding up prophecy, but also Most High also is given to him for him to become boastful and powerful, so he can bring him down.
Yeah, and to add on to that, go back into Prophecies 13 and speak about the wonder going to the missiles. You know, Esau, he frustrated that technology through those German scientists, but really it was the Most High that gave him that knowledge, man. And that's how he was able to conquer the world, really. Because when they saw that destruction, when they saw the Hiroshima and Nagasaki destruction with those hydrogen bombs, right?
Yeah.
The world just, humbled down, man. Even Japan is part of NATO now. You know?
Because when he dropped those, when he made that fire come down from heaven, he had unlimited power. How he had unlimited power? He was using hydrogen from the seawater. So he had unlimited power just with energy, with that destructive energy. He had an unlimited supply of that.
Yeah.
And, he had his economic weapons, his social engineering, with the trade and everything.
Yeah.
using economics as a weapon. So he had the world. You know, what I mean, he had his feet on everybody's neck.
Well, today, what they have the ICBMs, right? They have the HARP program, technology, money. They can use food as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so this dude is really a straight up murderer, man.
Yeah. And a mad scientist.
And a mad
That's what make him wiser than Daniel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the brother was saying, you know, like all that takes knowledge to use food as a weapon, to use technology to communicate to the other parts of the earth in real time. It takes wisdom from that. And it takes understanding the elements. And the Most High gave it to him.
A small thing too. Prior to what I think is that, so I think it's late 1800s or something coming up. You didn't have people dying from hypertension and things like that. What the vegetable oil is the polysaturated fat. It's like it oxidizes fat cells, so it's basically, and I should know better. All the shit I be eating, you just told me about, but it basically just tears down your fat cells. It's basically breaking your body down as if you smoking crack or something, man. But worse than that, it's tearing it down like slowly, and so with that. And the sugar, but basically but they make it seem like it's not that dangerous. The polysaturated fat, which it is, it breaks down. Oh yeah, also this too. It does the mitochondria in your cell. Sorry for talking too much. That's the powerhouse of your cell, right? That's what makes the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That's like what makes you amplified and you go do work, and even when you sleep, that makes you sluggish. So even you might not even know, but that polysaturated fat, that's what it do to it, and make you sluggish.
I got a piece of it. This is Proverbs 16 verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Message.
Yeah. You know, like we was going into concerning these ICBMs, ultimately the Most High made it, right? But the Most High gave Esau, which is the so-called white man, the technology to do it. Okay? The Most High had given the so-called white man the knowledge on the left-hand side to understand how to split the atoms, you know, manipulate the element, uranium, plutonium, and create this ICBM to destroy himself, to fulfill the Most High's purpose.
Oh, another thing too, if I didn't say it, the oil I'm talking about, the polysaturated fat, that's the vegetable oil, the corn oil, and like the apostles mentioned, the olive oil is the most healthy of all of them. It's the olive oil, and the one that Apostle Gabar mentioned, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, so I mean, keep going.
Nah, you're right though. You're right. And you know what happens too, even if, you know, when you buy olive oil, it has to be packaged correctly, because if it's not packaged correctly, the oil become over oxidated.
It's toxic, yeah. It gotta be in a cool environment.
Yeah.
And me and y'all say, yeah, Lord willing, I seen the video because I had to do that on some school shit. I had to go do that shit. You know what I mean? So everything you brothers been saying is just using the terminology Esau. I'm sorry, but I gotta get y'all the video.
No, yeah, it's true. But a lot of it, you know, because olive oil is good for you, but it can become harmful to you as well if it's oxidated. And a lot of the, you know, olive oil you buy from the, you know, the local grocery store, the supermarket, the oil is oxidated, meaning it's been exposed too much oxygen. So now it has what's supposed to be helpful to your body now has harmful effects to your body. because Esau, he put chemicals in things to have longer shelf life, and now the stuff that's supposed to be healthy had a lot of carcinogens, and over time, a person, start developing tumors and different sorts of cancers. But Esau do that to monetize everything. But he know what he's doing because he do this before Esau do anything. He does studies on it, but he don't care as long as if they can make money off it.
Oh yeah, and one of the thing with that other oil I was mentioning, they deodorize it. They take the odor out of it. They use sort of the same thing how the water treatment plants do with the sewage water that from the bathroom we use, and they refilter it.
Yeah.
They deodorize it. They take that odor out of that oil, so you won't ever smell it.
Wicked. Yeah. So you don't even know you're drinking.
Man.
You're drinking poop water, but you don't know you're drinking poop water because Esau got chemicals and everything. And that's why we get the hell out of here, man. This shit's wicked. But the point was the Most High gave Esau all this different knowledge and understanding on elements and structuring technology, so that way he can fulfill prophecy and also destroy himself. Now, it's the book of Proverbs 14:12, and it says, "There is a way that seemeth right unto a man," because the way they're gonna introduce this MOTB, they're gonna introduce it as a form of convenience. So it's gonna seem right into a lot of people, and they're gonna come down as they did with the Crown Royale, and a lot of people are gonna lose jobs again. They're gonna pressure people to take it because we see it. You see them with you see them do that with the injection. So now it says, "There's a way which seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." And what's going to happen if you receive that MOTB? What's going to be the end result? Destruction, ways of death. And it says, "Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness." And that's what it is. We have a good time here and there, but this is not living. And that's why I was to say that he that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life shall gain it. Because the ones that love their life, they're gonna receive that MOTB, because they're gonna try to preserve what they think they have, and they're gonna end up being put to death. And I'll finish it all. The backslider in the heart should be filled with his own ways, and a good man should be satisfied for himself. That's it.
That's something real quick. This is Job 12:16. It says, "With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his."
That's right, the deceived and the deceiver. So those that are in darkness and those that are deceiving people, the Most High is controlling both sides, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
And that goes for Esau too, really.
Yeah, that's all I meant.
Yeah, that was it. Yep.
Psalms 118, verse 17 says, "Ye shall not die, but live, and I will declare the works of the Lord."
That's right. So the elect is not gonna die, all right?
That's so that we don't worry.
Yeah.
Because we know about the events that are gonna come upon the earth. But the first thing is like, well, damn. You become fearful because you hoping like hell you don't partake in these events. But the believers is going to be protected and shielded by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we're going to be kept alive.
I got something. Oh.
It says, I shall not die, but live, and declare the works of the Lord. It says, the Lord has chastened me, so but he have
That give me over to death.
Yeah, so we catch this hell but we being because we being purged, man. The impurities are being taken out of us, like as if gold and silver. That's the impurities being taken out. So we catching hell spiritually on this side, and we wrestling. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man. You know, those demons, the demons that jump on people, and then, you know, the elites doing what they doing.
And you know, and it says, the Lord had chastened me sore, but he had not given me over to death. So even when we catch hell for the acts that we committed, we really supposed to be put to death based off the law. But it says the Most High is chastening us, so we go through hell. We go through uncomfortable situations, misfortunes, sorrows. You know, people exiting our lives. You know, people you care about, walking out of your lives. But that's for what? Sinning against the Most High. So committing adultery, because when we was in the world, we was what? Committing adultery. We was doing a lot of things that was punishable unto death, but rather the Most High putting us to death, he's doing what? He's chastising us.
Yeah.
You know, read that again, Malak.
It said, the Lord had chastised me sore.
And we feel the soreness, the bruise, like damn, that hurt it. Because the reason why we go through hard times, because it's supposed to hurt. Yeah. That's it. You know, it's not supposed to be something you just shake off. I mean, it's times we go through hard times, it's not that bad. But then you got times the Most High brings something new, like, damn, that hurt it. Yeah. Because that's for us to make assessments. You know, reflect and work on things that needs improvement, because what it is that we going through, the Most High is putting it upon us so that way we can reflect on it and build upon it. Make assessments and look at what is it that's there that the Most High seen undesirable and that we need to fix. So that way, when Yahushua return with the host of angels, you know, we'll be found perfect. You know, now we're not gonna be 100% perfect, but we're perfect in faith.
But he has not given me over unto death.
Because we technically, the stuff we committed, we're supposed to die. Yeah. Because people say a wage is what? A payment. So the payment of breaking the law is supposed to be death. That's the exchange for breaking the law. You break the law, the death penalty. But rather, us receiving a death penalty was we receive, you know, uncomfortability to go through hell. That's mercy. And the Most High grant us mercy so we can make the assessment and repent.
That's right. I appreciate it. This is Proverbs 12:1. Whoso loveth instruction, loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. And that's going into the elect who loveth knowledge. That's the elect men of Israel. Because this scripture is only for Israel. Scriptures like this talking about the nation of Israel. Okay, and the elect of the nation of Israel. Because 2/3 of people are brutish, man. They don't want to acknowledge the truth. And who's really the brutish Esau? The wicked. All right, because he's not gonna take reproof. You can rebuke and reprove Esau all you want. He's gonna continue being the demon he is. And 2/3 of our people will follow that same path, and it's gonna lead to destruction. It says, a good man obtaineth favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, Esau. All right? But the root of the righteous shall not be moved. So there you go, man. You know, ain't no way you gonna get rid of us, man. You gonna try to do by way of the guillotine or the smart guillotine now.
I got something. Oh wait,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Bring it out.
Okay.
Bring it out. Bring it
Well,
out.
go back to what back up what Malak brought up. Proverbs 22, verse what is that? Proverbs 22, verse 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Okay, and I bring this out because we, as children of Israel, we are the Most High's sons, beginning with His elect, because we're the ones that the Most High is dealing with. Lord willing, we be of the elect. You know, so you have a child. If your child does wrong, you correct him. And how do you correct him? You know, well, we was all brought up, you know, because nowadays, these parents, the way they raise their children is totally backwards. But back in the day, you did wrong, you got your ass beat. You know,
yeah.
the extension cord or
Yeah.
however your parents got it down.
Yeah.
Right? Belts,
Yeah.
you know. And spiritually, that's what the Lord does to his men. You slipping over to the left. You starting to, you know, you starting to go off too much. All right, now I gotta, you know what I mean. Now I gotta, you know, give you a little spanking. You know what I mean. But the Lord does that to the whole nation. You know, because that's the Father.
Yeah, we got cute, so we had to get spanked. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, there's a line from New Jack City, Don Mateo. I'm sorry.
Last scriptures. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay. I got one too.
Alright.
This is Proverbs 27:12. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." Yeah, the prudent man's going into the elect, all right? Because the Lord's going to open our eyes to see the evils, the evil times, the bad days, the wickedness, all right? The upcoming events, the times of terror, the famines, you know, the pestilence, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, all right? The nuclear missiles, okay? And we see it and we hiding ourselves through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua by getting right with the Lord. That's our ultimate deliverance. And it says,
You look at the word wise,
yeah.
you look at the etymology, it really, literally from the Latin videre, or videre, it means to see.
There you go.
So a person that's wise, meaning that person is able to see. So it said a prudent man foreseeth the evil, that he able to see the evil. Because we go to 2 Peter 3:15, it tells you what the scripture is the one that's there to make you wise unto salvation. So become wise to the scriptures to be able to see the events that's coming.
That's why they had on the left hand side, they would say the owl is a symbol on the left hand side, like a wisdom or something like that.
Yeah.
You see in the dark.
They can see in the dark.
And the finish off, it says, "But the simple pass on and are punished." All right, you know, simple being 2/3 of our people, man. You know, that don't want to repent. You got them a lot.
Ecclesiasticus, Apocrypha, chapter 27, verse 17. Love thy friend and be faithful unto him. But if thou betray his secret, follow no more after him. Yeah, the word friend here means your brother. You gotta love your brother, man.
Okay.
And you gotta keep your secret onto you. You know, you want him to do the same thing onto you, man. The same thing Yahweh Shai did unto us. We gotta do the same thing unto our brother, man. And the word friend here means brother, so we gotta be faithful to the brothers.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how you gotta start it.
Oh yeah, I got it. Isaiah 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And this is talking about the ones that are in authority, which is the so-called white people. All right, this is their kingdom, Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, they rule the world. You can read about that in Job 9:24. And they're known as the wicked of the Bible. The wicked, they're gonna decree unrighteous decrees. We was talking about the mandation of the RFID microchip implant, which is the mark of the beast. We was talking about that Revelation 13. Okay? But then, you know, you got other unrighteous decrees that Esau has issued out, you know. You know, we can go into the Constitution, the amendments, okay, the democracy, okay, and many other draconian. It's gonna get even more draconian when all hell breaks loose, because Esau is gonna show you his true nature, that he doesn't give a damn about, you know, humanity. Okay.
To back you up, he went to taxes. On a light note, why the hell you got the poor paying more taxes and the rich paying less taxes? That's backwards as all hell, man.
Yeah.
And no matter what they do,
Yeah.
and even if they were to tax them, then all these corporations, they're gonna go up on their products, on their food, on everything. So it's gonna always go to the zero sum game. You know what I mean? Where we the losers and they the winners.
It's fucked us as usual.
Yeah.
You get the short end of the stick, but I go back to the curses. You know, but those curses are gonna reverse pretty soon. And he's gonna get the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, they take away
He's gonna beat the state. That's all he gonna get his ass with. That rhyme wasn't even trying to rhyme. But I got that, bro.
like you said, they take away the right from the poor of my people. Now, we know that, you know, Esau, he, you know, he takes away, you know, roof over your head, okay, you know, and so forth and so on, man. You know, a lot of Jakes are in prison for things that they didn't do, okay? You know, he takes away you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans' rights. He takes away your lands, okay? He robs you, like I said, they rob the fatherless, which is the children, the sons of our people that don't have a father, you know, because their father's either dead or in jail, or they're separated from their mother because the so-called white man breaks up the family through his policies, you know? And that's, we can blame the so-called white man for that.
Yeah.
We living in injustice.
And
The word just is where you get the word justice. So a person that just is a person that exercises justice. Now justice means to administer the law. So the law was given to Israel, so that would make them the just people. So they know that they have the balance between right and wrong, because the law was given to them. So they the just. So they the ones that the Most High set up to administer justice. But we don't receive justice from Esau, because Esau doesn't exercise or push the law.
That's it.
That's what we get, that oppression.
Yeah.
You know, and it says oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Well, that was all I had.
Sorry, you could end the did first.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna wrap this thing up, and we hope this lesson was edifying. And we'll close by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akadash. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, Abba Babal, Shalom.